Planting for Food and Jobs is the whole collection of policies that the Kufuor government have put in place to transform agriculture in Ghana. When it comes to the food security, the most important component is rice, because rice production has become a huge issue because of the amount of money the country is spending on importing rice. When Ghanaian farmers could competitively produce rice, we're having to rely more and more on imports to do so. This and the Planting for Food and Jobs should stop.
For AGRA, we feel that we should move smallholder farmers from subsistence agriculture to agriculture that thrive as a business. And to be able to do that, there are three key areas that AGRA is looking at. First of all, how do we grow the productivity and production of smallholder farmers? And the second one is, how do you really connect smallholder farmers to market? And the third one is, how do you create the enabling environment for private sector to invest? The first tier, which talks about growth in productivity and production, is about giving farmers access to technology that can really improve their yields. So you realize that if you want farmers to move from subsistence agriculture to kind of agriculture which thrives as a business, then you need to help them improve their production.
Of course, so far so good, because I'm very impressed with the numbers, because the entire project is looking at targeting 128,000 rice farmers, across the value chain. And now the stories we are seeing here is one that tells you that they are well linked with the other members of the value chain in terms of them accessing seeds and fertilizers and also accessing market.
You have a lot of allocations of seed and fertilizer in terms of quantities. For the rice, for instance, in the forest region last year, we distributed 350 metric tons of agro seeds. This year, that has gone up to 1,500. Overall, last year we did about 1,400 metric tons of rice seed to farmers. This year, we're reaching nearly 4,000 metric tons.
What we do here is we procure paddy rice from smallholder farmers in the northern Savannah ecological zone. Over the past year, we were able to procure a little over 20,000 metric tons of paddy from those farmers. And we are currently processing the rice. So currently what they are doing is to help us improve our marketing and sales, so that we are able to process the backlog of paddy that we have in the factory, so that we can be able to raise enough revenue. We can go back and buy the paddy from farmers for the 2019-2020 rice production season.
We are into local rice processing. We buy paddy rice from farmers, aggregators, process and mill and sell. And when you get a good quality seed, the processor will also get a good quality rice, processed into good quality mill rice, up to the end user, who will get a good quality rice and then cook.
Either we used to farm rice, then we use any ordinary seed. You just go in, take your seed, and then you plant. And the yield was not as we expected. Because as AGRA came, we realized that there is a variety that can give you more yield, that can give you quality rice.
Basically, we produce cassava. We have our growers who also support us with the production of cassava. And AGRA has been supportive in that line. Helping us to produce and supply, disseminate information to the growers in their communities to help them know the proper ways to cultivate the crop.
Nti yesha se ye no omo ye adwuma no omo aboa ya pa efi se first no me ye adwuma de ye di ni me do ye no a de na me nya no me de tamse we na ende mfaso bebre na abama bro me kan sa.
But we have a tall order because we have nearly almost 600,000 metric tons of rice that officially we import into this country. We intend in the next 3 years to stop that, because our plan is to produce more than 1 million metric tons from the 450,000 metric tons that Ghana produces. So we are very confident that in the next 3 or 4 years, there will be no need for Ghana to import more rice, and the Ghanaian farmer competently can do so.